Hey guys, it's Nicole Ryla, and I'm here today with John Lawson of Colder Ice Media here at ASD Market Week.
Hey.
All right, so John, we are in the company of fame right now.
Yeah.
Six times.
Number
one selling author on Amazon.
Oh, me.
Yeah,
oh,
that's
okay.
you.
Yeah.
So thank you for joining us again. I'm so excited to talk to you.
I appreciate
You have a wealth of information when it comes to e-commerce and retail in general.
Pretty much.
Pretty much.
Just
that's right.
experience, man. You know, experience gives you information.
That's so true,
Yeah.
experience. And I would say one of the best experiences any seller can have for themselves is attending shows like this.
Absolutely. I mean, it's really important for you to sometimes just get out of your environment, get away from your team, you know what I mean, and actually get involved with other people that are on your level or other people that are on your service kind of level in terms of those are the people that service your businesses, and really just network and see where it goes sometimes.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
And so here we are at ASD Market Week, and I know from your experience, you've sourced a ton of inventory.
Yeah, over the years.
One of the most important things when you're sourcing inventory is identifying that margin.
Yeah, oh, dude. I mean, if there's no money to be made, I'm not even looking, right? I know some people that really will do this. It's like, well, it's something that'll churn really fast, and so the margins are small, and we'll go ahead and do that. But I swear, it seems like every time you take that risk, you end up with more inventory than you know what to do with, and it really starts crushing whatever little margin you already had, because you end up with dead inventory a lot of times.
That's right, and
Yeah.
dead inventory is definitely what we want to avoid.
Exactly. There's a reason why it's called dead.
Right. So when we're at an inventory trade show such as ASD, what's a piece of advice that you can offer retailers, online sellers who are looking to identify strong margin inventory in specific?
Do your homework first before you get here. Don't get here and say, oh, we're just going to walk around and see what we see. Grab, go online, see who some of the vendors are, where they're going to be. Try to map yourself out a little bit before you hit the floor, because it's so overwhelming that you feel like a kid in a candy store sometimes. It's like, ooh, that one, oh, that looks good, and you can get yourself just totally engrossed in all of the bigness of this show.
That's a great piece of advice. So once you get to the show floor, what would you say can help keep buyers on track for not only staying within their budget, but making sure that they are narrowed in on the right inventory for their unique business?
Yeah, coffee. Get you some coffee. No, I mean, do what you already had your plan.
Yeah.
Stick to your plan a little bit and see as much as you can, but don't purchase until you're ready to leave.
Don't purchase until you're ready to leave.
Man, the last day is the best day a lot of times for purchasing.
Okay.
Right? Because people don't want to take that inventory back, or they want to fulfill as many orders as they can because the booth's about to close down, and they know, hey, that's when they're ready to do some deals and steals for you.
Speaking of deals and steals, let's talk about bundling.
Okay.
Because
yeah,
bundling is often misunderstood and commonly overlooked.
Really?
So when it comes to a new seller, what is bundling?
Well, I mean, bundling is because a lot of people will sell the same product, right? But there are pieces that go along with the product that might help the end user or give it, some better way of being able to utilize the product, I guess, right? Or maybe it's a product that has something that is that wears out, and you could actually give them the replacement piece in that, and that becomes a bundle. What that does is it allows you to differentiate yourself from your competition. So everybody else is just selling the widget, but you're selling the widget plus the plug that goes into the widget and a replacement plug, right? And then all of a sudden, they're not comparing apples to oranges anymore. Your product is totally different. Even though it's the exact same product, the bundle makes it a difference.
I love that, because when it comes to selling, you need to identify ways to stand out.
Yes, absolutely. Always. And you want to stand out from the rest of the crowd if you can. Because if not, it's always going to be a race to the bottom. It's all about prices after that. Right? So you want to try to avoid that. If you can give services or you can add something else into the packaging, it really helps to make it a differentiation. That's how Amazon wins. I mean, now people don't get it. Amazon wins because they sell the same widgets as everybody else. However, they throw a service on top where they say you're going to get your product in 2 days if you pay us $129. Do you see what I mean, that's a brilliant package deal that they're giving, and people are paying to be a part of it.
Right, they want to feel as if they're going to get that experience and that service on top of the product that they know they need or want.
Yes, it's awesome.
So when it comes to being awesome, what else can you share in terms of advice for these online sellers who are looking to just strengthen their sales very simply?
You know, one of the things is I really believe that when you come to this show, you get the ability to meet with these suppliers. And I think relationship has a lot to do with it. Really take some time and learn each other. Basically, you're going to be business partners. When you have to reorder, how is that process going to go? Who am I going to communicate with? Am I going to get to speak to you again, who I met on the floor? All those kind of things will help you to create and foster a great relationship. Ultimately, what's going to make the transaction and the friction going through this over and over and over again a lot better.
That makes sense. Some great points there.
Awesome. Oh.
So if you had a final piece of advice, what would it be for someone else who wants to be a top seller in an online marketplace?
Oh man, you know what? Honestly, I'm not going to give you any BS, man. It's a hustle. You need to stay on top of your game, come to events like this, make sure you do some of the training classes that are here, because they're always trying to be forward thinking in the people that they bring to ASD to do the training, and that is going to keep you top notch in your game, man.
So you briefly touched about the training that takes place at ASD Market Week. So I know you are one of the featured speakers at the Independent Retailer Conference as well as the Internet Merchants Association.
Yes.
So what can you speak to in regards to the education that's delivered complimentary to ASD attendees?
Right, you figure the show doesn't really cost you anything, right? And you're getting top-notch people, because a lot of the guys like myself that come to this show, we come because we are trying to do business at the show, and they also grab us and say, hey, will you do a breakout? Right. So you're going to get great training, and you get to meet us. We're stuck on the floor for hours, right? So you can hang out with us, and it's just, I think it's a great environment.
Yeah, absolutely. It's certainly a fun environment. Get to talk to people like you. Thank you so much. That was fantastic and a lot of fun. Join us for more expert insight direct from the floors of ASD.